Hello, everyone. It is your man Joe. Thank you for coming on the live stream. And today we're going to be getting into the discussion of sex, not sorry, I'm sorry, sex, I mean, marriage, divorce, and etc. There was a third one, but I couldn't think of it. I just had it in my mind and it blew out of my mind. So today that we're going to be getting into the discussion. First part that we're going to be, I just want to say hi to everybody. And the first part that we're going to be discussing is marriage. Because I have been thinking about this for quite some time, and many things that we need to be a discussion. Um, as since I am a single person, um, people have many reasons to wanting to get married or getting into a marriages, wherever it's good or bad. Um, I would say that my reason is to get married is because it's gonna sound funny, but I need help. I need help. I truly do. I need help with the dishes, with the clean tub and all that other stuff. Some of you might be saying, "Well, Joe, why don't you clean it? I mean, you probably just lazy." Like, yeah, sometimes I am, but in some cases, I probably don't have the time to clean all that stuff up. And since sometimes I always feel some type of way where like about cleaning around in the Sabbath, um, I try my best not to do as much on the Sabbath day. So it is important, to have a clean house before that time. I mean, just like in as in every day. Um, I clean your dishes. That's what I need the wife for. That's what I need to get the wife for. Um, but that's also something else I've noticed is that there's a lot of separation between the family when it comes to intermarriages, as actually what I was saying before about many people have many reasons to wanting to get married. Some cases it could be due to age. Um, some people wanted to get married by the age of 30 for whatever the reason, particularly is especially towards when women. Men, we probably do, but probably not going to think of it as much. So since we live in a state where women, the government uses the women to trap men into child support and alimony, and yeah, uh, I mean, yeah, many people have different reasons to get married. A lot of excitement because I've seen like a lot of YouTubers are married. Timothy De La Ghetto recently got married. I saw his wedding video. Slice and Rice, yeah, Slice and Rice got married and seen the wedding. I don't think I seen it. Yeah, I think I did. I see the ceremonies and stuff. I think they just posted their reaction. I don't know if I'm ever going to get around that, but overall. Um, But I do believe since there's a lot of people getting excited of people getting married, a lot of excitement when it comes to getting as far as for the wedding day. There's a lot of romanticism, yeah, romanticism when it comes to the wedding day. Because we see, especially on Facebook timeline, um, people kept posting up like sharing like people getting married in a wedding day, and it's just like that. And the problem that I have a problem with romanticism is that it's not the reality of, yeah. I mean, it's I mean, it's pretty much all the same. Oh, sorry. Um, I thought I saw something. Yeah, there's a lot of all of it is the same. People are getting married, even though I don't know their story. I don't know these people. I don't know if they're doing all type of stuff. I don't know whatever the woman's reason to get married, or I'm just saying that just as in general, there just seems to be a lot of excitement when we see people, especially on social media, getting married and getting people's hopes up when um when it comes, hopefully that they will get married. Not to say that you people are going to get married, but it just brings up a lot of excitement as well. It might be a good idea to figure out like what kind of wedding venues that they're going to get, but overall, um, there's what else? What else I want to talk about? Um, but as far as let's get into more of the reasoning why some people why some people um wanted to get married. Especially, I'm just saying, probably thinking I want to think a little bit more towards the biblical and believers' perspective. Is that there's a lot of people getting married for many selfish reasons. Some of them may just want to maybe just get married so they can have the status of getting married, or to say or to brag about that they're a married woman now. Um, because I hear this phrase a couple of times. It's that women want to have a wedding day but never the marriage. I'm not saying that men don't, but at the same time, this is the United States. I'm probably thinking for the United States. Um, yeah, I mean, there's many people that wanted to get married for many reasons, and for the reason that is that some of them they probably feel like they're getting old. Um, they're getting old, so they want to get married. Two is the fact that they don't have children right now, and three, societal push or local or social groups are, and sometimes I guess there's a lot of not even if it's not indirectly, but it's just like in social ground when you see like your friends or your family, they're having children, getting married, and stuff like that. I want to say that there's nothing wrong with being single. I'm pretty sure this is pretty much the season where people are going to be asking questions like, "Are you dating anybody? Or are you single? Or are you married? How come you're not married?" And stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, because it's almost the holiday season and stuff like that. So I want to get into many other reasons. Yeah, like I was saying before, some of them are getting married because either it could be out of jealousy, because they see their friends and family or even people that they don't know see on social media getting married. They're anxious now. They want to get married and they want to feel like it's their turn now. It's their year to do that. I mean, I don't. I mean, even though I like you know, marriages because it's something that God of Israel, Christ, put it together, and to make men and women to become one. The thing is that are we fully prepared for marriage? Are we personally? Or am I Joe ready for marriage? To be quite honest, I don't know. So one moment I want to get married, next moment I don't. One do, one don't, one do. I don't know. So, and I think that as a single person, I think that we need to have these sort of discussions um, before we even get married. Like, in the word where it says, husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church. Uh, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. Wives, submit unto your own husbands. Are you prepared for that? Are you aware that this is going to be your doing, especially um, and since we're living a day and age where stay-at-home housewives are not really, lifted up in our society, but the strong, independent black white woman is or Mexican or many other, that's just or the independent woman is being on the rise. And I truly do believe that, the working woman is stopping women from being married or getting married. If you have a higher paying job. Now that's just my opinion. Um, but we're gonna get I think that's another subject for another day. So um what else? What else I want to talk about? What else? I know I said something. What did I say? 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 Yeah, like are you mentally prepared? for marriage, or before, like husbands, are you going to love your wife as Christ loves the church? Are you going to be mentally prepared to love your wife? Because it may be hard for some men, because they might, I don't know what kind of relationship they had with the women that he had in his life. Or the same thing goes for the women, that, are you going to submit to your own husbands prior to that? Um, it's almost sort of those, we wish we should have known before we got married, and then down the line. And I think shows and movies, like, posted up online, where I think not just shows, but the people that the life until after they got married. I think that's pretty much what is mostly important. Yeah, you can show me the wedding cake all day and stuff like that, but I want to see the day after the wedding, or the week after the wedding, the month after the wedding, the year after the wedding, because there's such a difference. There is such a difference. Because like I said earlier, there's a lot of romanticism within when the idea of wanting to get married. There was this anime that I used to watch when I was younger. Oh my goodness, I'm old. There was this video. This anime was called Clandon. Yes, I know some of you are crying already. Um, where this anime was pretty much about these two couples. Um, they spend their, I guess they were spending, getting to know each other, liking each other. It's been a while since I've seen the anime. Where they got to, when they it was to a point where they got together. As soon as they got out of high school, one, I don't know if they went to college or anything, but they were just living their lives, until something else happened. I like to see, I mean, not to say that I want to see any illness in the show, but I just want to see the life after the wedding day, the life after. Um, I know there's many other things I wanted to talk about. I wish people would talk more. I should, I should get start telling people. Um, man, um, what else? Okay. I guess we can go back to the about the reasons of getting married. Now, I think every person that who wants to get married should also talk about divorce, if it were to come. I know some of y'all might say, "Well, Joe, that's never going to happen. We're never going to get divorced." Just in case, I think having that conversation should, before you get married, I think that should be brought up a little bit, brought up more. Just bring it up as for conversation. Like, let's say if I would have gotten before I got married, I would talk to my fiance. Would have said like, let's say if one day you divorce me for any other reason other than adultery or whatever, even though we have the government that's backing up the women. Um, we have the government that would back them up. And let's say if divorce were to come around, I mean, yes, like I said earlier, people have many different reasons. Let's say if this reason you just wanted to divorce that particular person, this divorce your spouse, because of whatever the particular reason that it is. It could be adultery, or he could have, you want to divorce because your spouse breath stank, or just something like that. It's just, I think it's like, I think bringing up divorce, and I think it would help to bring up divorce in marriage. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a marriage counsel or anything like that, but I think bringing up divorce would um, would probably summarize on how people feel. Before you get married. Don't do it till after you're married, but do it before. Let's say somebody how they feel about divorce, and you want to set up grounds if this were to happen. Like, let's say that, you know the wife, decided to divorce me for whatever particular reason, and she decides, and if I told her, like, if you decide to go that route, and if you took everything, you and the government decide to take my assets, my house, my cars, anything like that, and if I don't have any money after that, then there's nothing else I can give you, or something in that, or something in those lines. I'm not saying that that's yeah, that's probably me. I would probably would say that if I was in that situation, um, or if you decide to if you want to have children, if we say we had children or something like that, and you just decide to take them all the time or have custody over them, and I'm just not getting them, or if it was at a point where I just ran out of money or anything like that, and I'm just like, well, that's it. If our society will probably would view me as a deadbeat dad and a horrible husband. So, um, in divorce, especially divorce is a very funny subject. And also, we need to also, especially in the Christian churches, in the Christian churches as well, is that I think if we need to encourage divorcees or divorcers, or I feel like somebody's here, um, divorcees or divorcers, or people just gotten divorced, whatever, should stay remaining single until their first spouse pass. I know that's kind of a bit hard. I know that's kind of hard to really talk about that, but I believe that stay single while your first spouse is around, because you made that covenant. You promised God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit that you was going to take care of this person, so on and so forth, and um, and you know, uh, so on and so forth, and because and not just in the congregation as well. Um, and now that God sees and recognize the covenant, now it's just like, okay, so let's see if you're gonna keep your end of the deal until death do you part. Even if y'all separated or divorced, it's still death do you part. So you have to wait in order for you to even get remarried to another person. You have to wait until your first spouse dead and gone. And I know that's kind of hard to really think, but that's just how it is. Uh, what else I want to talk? Let's see. I talk about marriage, divorce, singleness. I want to. Was it the third one? I think the third one was single. I was just looking at the notification. Yeah. Is there anything else? I feel like I want to for the single people. Yeah, let's just say there's a lot of single people. I would say that know what you're getting yourself into before you get married. Oh yeah, I guess sex. Now, if you want to get married for sex, just only to so you can have sex, I think there may be some problems in your life before, but I think somebody's coming. So we'll talk about a little bit more about this later. All right, this is your man Joe.